Welcome back, friends, to English Every Day. I'm so happy you're here today. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good, Emily. But I looked outside this morning and the sky was gray. It made me want to stay in bed.
Oh, I totally understand that. The weather really changes our mood, doesn't it? When it's sunny, we feel more alive. But when it rains, we just want to curl up and sleep.
Exactly. It's funny how something as simple as the weather can affect us so much.
That's right. And that's why today's episode is going to be really useful. We're going to talk about weather in English, one of the most common and friendly topics in daily life.
Yes, it's such a simple topic, but it's also really powerful. If you can talk about the weather, you can start a conversation almost anywhere, at work, at school, or even on a bus with strangers.
That's so true. And the best part is, everyone loves to talk about the weather. It's a safe, easy, and friendly topic.
Exactly. So today, let's practice together. Don't worry if your pronunciation isn't perfect. Remember, practice makes progress, not perfection.
Yes, I love that. All right, friends, repeat after me. The weather is nice today. Good job. Let's try it one more time. The weather is nice today. Perfect. See, that's already a great start.
Emily, let's make it a little more fun. Let's imagine we're meeting at a coffee shop. The door opens, I walk in, and I see you sitting by the window.
All right, sounds good. Let's try it.
Hi, Emily. Wow, it's so sunny today. Did you bring your sunglasses?
Yes, I did. But honestly, it's a little too hot for me. I feel like I'm melting.
That's a good one. I feel like I'm melting. Friends, did you hear that? Those are natural, simple phrases that native speakers use every day.
Exactly. Let's repeat them together. Slowly, okay? It's sunny today. It's too hot. I feel like I'm melting. Good job. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just keep going. The more you say it, the more natural it feels.
That's right. Confidence is what matters. When you speak, even small sentences like these can help you connect with people.
Beautifully said. So friends, now that we've talked about sunny weather, what do you think happens when it rains?
Oh, that's going to be fun. Let's find out.
Perfect. Let's move on to the next part, rainy weather. All right, friends. Let's change the weather a little. David, imagine it's raining really hard and you forgot your umbrella.
Oh no, I'm soaking wet. The rain is so heavy today.
Oh my goodness, I can see it. Your hair is dripping, your clothes are wet, and you look like you just went swimming.
Yeah, exactly. Friends, did you hear those sentences? It's raining hard today. I'm soaking wet. Those are natural and easy phrases that English speakers use all the time.
Perfect. Let's practice together, friends. Repeat after me. It's raining hard today. Good. One more time. I'm soaking wet. Excellent.
You know, Emily, rainy days can really change the mood. Sometimes they make me feel sleepy, but other times I actually find them peaceful, especially when I'm at home listening to the sound of the rain.
That's so true. I love that sound too. The gentle rhythm of raindrops on the window. It makes everything feel calm and cozy.
Exactly. But if you have to walk outside without an umbrella, that's another story.
Oh, yes, that's when you really need these phrases. It's raining hard. I'm soaking wet. The rain is heavy today. Friends, these are great sentences to describe what's happening around you. Simple, clear, and natural.
You see, English doesn't always have to be complicated. Sometimes the most common sentences are the most useful ones.
Exactly. And what's fun about talking about the weather is that everyone can relate to it. Rain, sunshine, snow. It's something we all experience, no matter where we live.
That's so true. And actually, that reminds me of a friend of ours, Jesse, right? The student from Brazil?
Oh, yes, Jesse. Poor guy. He just moved to London, and the weather there surprised him so much.
I can imagine. In Brazil, it's sunny almost every day. But in London, oh, the weather changes all the time.
Exactly. Sometimes it rains, then it stops, then it rains again, all in the same morning. You never know what's going to happen next.
That's right. It's completely unpredictable.
Yes, that's the perfect word, unpredictable. Let's talk more about that in the next part. All right, friends, let's keep going. So, as we were saying, Jesse, our friend from Brazil, just moved to London, and he couldn't believe how unpredictable the weather was.
Yeah, he told me that in Brazil, the sun shines almost every day. But in London, oh boy, he said the weather changes 10 times in one day.
That's so true. London is famous for that. You can wake up with blue skies, then by lunchtime it's raining, and in the afternoon, suddenly it's sunny again.
Exactly. You never know if you should bring a jacket, an umbrella, or both. That's why people often say the weather in London is unpredictable.
Perfect. Friends, let's say that together. Repeat after me. The weather is unpredictable. Good. One more time. The weather is unpredictable. Excellent.
You see, that word unpredictable means you can't guess or plan what will happen next, and that's a perfect word for describing London's weather.
Exactly. And friends, remember, making mistakes when speaking is totally okay. If you say something like, the weather is unpredicted, that's fine. Just smile, take a breath, and try again.
That's right. Confidence is always more powerful than perfection.
Beautifully said, David. And you know what? I think unpredictable weather is a lot like learning English.
Really? How so?
Well, some days you feel great, everything flows, you remember the words, and you feel confident. That's your sunny day. But other days you might forget a few words or you make mistakes. That's your rainy day.
That's such a good comparison. But just like the weather, it always changes, right? The sun always comes back.
Exactly. So if you ever feel like your English isn't improving, don't worry. It's just a passing cloud. Keep practicing and the sunshine will return.
That's such a lovely way to think about it. All right, friends, let's repeat this one more time. The weather is unpredictable. Good job. And now that we've learned how to describe gray skies and surprise rain, let's move somewhere a little brighter.
Yes, let's imagine a perfect sunny day at the beach. The sky is clear, the waves are gentle, and you can feel the warm breeze on your face. Doesn't that sound nice?
It sounds amazing. All right, let's take a little trip to the beach in the next part.
Perfect. Let's go. All right, friends, let's change the scene again. The rain has stopped, the clouds have disappeared, and the sun is shining brightly. Let's imagine we're at the beach. The sound of waves, the smell of salt in the air, and the warmth of the sunshine on your skin.
That sounds amazing, Emily. I can almost hear the seagulls and feel the sand between my toes.
Yes, it's a perfect day. So tell me, David, what would you say about the weather at the beach?
I'd probably say something like, I love this warm breeze. The sun feels soft on my skin. The sky is bright blue.
That's beautiful. Those sentences sound so natural. Friends, let's repeat after me. Slowly. The sky is bright blue. Good. One more time. I love this warm breeze. Perfect.
You know, Emily, when I say those sentences, I can actually feel the weather in my mind. It's like I'm standing there, eyes closed, just breathing in the ocean air.
Yes, that's the best way to learn English. You don't just memorize words. You imagine them, you live them, you feel them. When you connect your words with feelings, they stay in your heart longer.
That's so true. And I think that's what makes learning with imagination so powerful. You start to see the meaning behind the words, not just read them.
Exactly. Friends, when you're practicing English, try to use your senses. What do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? That's how your English becomes alive and full of color.
You know, I think learning English at the beach would be the best classroom ever. Sunshine, fresh air, and a nice view. What more could we ask for?
I agree. All right, friends, let's practice those sentences again. The sky is bright blue. I love this warm breeze. Excellent. You're doing amazing.
You know, Emily, weather like this always makes me think about how different it is in other countries. In some places, it can be sunny in the morning and freezing by night.
That's right. In some countries, people say you can experience 4 seasons in one day: sunshine, rain, wind, and cold, all before dinner.
That's true. I remember one day in London, I wore a jacket, took it off, put it back on, and then wished I had an umbrella, all in just 3 hours.
Yes, that's exactly what we call changeable weather. Let's talk about that next, because it's such a fun topic. The kind of weather that never stays the same.
Sounds great. Let's move to the next part and see how we can describe that.
Perfect. Let's go. All right, friends, let's move on to something completely different. Let's talk about cold and changeable weather, the kind that keeps you guessing all day long.
Oh yes, that kind of weather can really play tricks on you. You walk outside thinking it's a warm day, then suddenly a cold wind hits your face and you start to shiver.
That's so true. And that's what many people experience when they move to countries like England or Canada. You never really know what's coming next.
Exactly. That's why people often say things like, the weather changes every 5 minutes, or even, you can experience 4 seasons in one day.
Perfect. Friends, let's say that together. Repeat after me. 4 seasons in one day. Good. One more time. 4 seasons in one day. Excellent.
And that phrase really makes sense, especially in places like London. I remember Jesse, our friend from Brazil, told me that on his first week there, he was completely confused.
Oh, I remember that story. He said in Brazil it's sunny almost every day, but in London, 1 minute it's raining, the next it's sunny, and then it's cold again.
Exactly. He said, I never know what jacket to wear.
Poor Jesse. But that's a great way to learn weather vocabulary quickly. He used simple but powerful words: sunny, rainy, cold, and they were perfect.
That's a good reminder for all of us, friends. You don't need big, complicated words to speak English. Simple words, used naturally, can express everything you need to say.
Yes, absolutely. Sometimes people think they need fancy vocabulary to sound fluent, but really, it's about using what you already know with confidence.
Exactly. Let's practice together, friends. Repeat after me. It's cold today. It's raining again. The weather keeps changing. Good job. See, that's real English you can use anytime, anywhere.
And when it's really cold, I mean freezing cold, there's another phrase that native speakers use. They say, it's freezing cold.
That's right. You can use it when it's much colder than you expected. Like when your hands are shaking and you can see your breath in the air.
Exactly. Let's repeat that one together. It's freezing cold. Good. Again, it's freezing cold. Perfect.
You know, Emily, our friend Crystal from Canada once told me something really funny. She said, "It's minus 20 degrees today. My eyelashes are frozen."
I love that one. My eyelashes are frozen. Friends, let's say it together. My eyelashes are frozen.
It sounds funny, but it's very real if you live somewhere that cold.
That's true. So now we've talked about hot weather, rainy weather, and freezing weather. You're learning how to describe any situation, no matter the season.
And that's the key, describing what you feel. When you connect your words to your emotions, your English becomes alive.
Exactly. Now, let's make it a little more fun in the next part. We'll play a small game. I'll describe the weather, and you react like it's happening right now.
Oh, that sounds fun. I'm ready.
All right, friends, are you ready too? Let's play in the next part. All right, friends, let's have some fun now. We're going to play a little reaction game. I'll say a type of weather, and David will react as if it's happening right now.
Oh, this sounds fun. I'm ready for it.
Okay, here we go. It's snowing heavily.
Whoa, my hands are freezing. I can't feel my nose. I think I need a hot cup of coffee right now.
That's a good one. Okay, next one. It's windy.
Oh no, my hat just flew away. And my hair, oh, it's all messy now.
That's perfect. Friends, did you hear that? When you react with emotion, your English sounds alive. You're not just saying words, you're feeling them.
Exactly. So now it's your turn, friends. Let's imagine it's windy. What happens to you?
Think about it for a second. Maybe your umbrella turns inside out. Maybe your scarf flies away or your hair goes wild in every direction.
Yes, use your imagination and say it out loud. It's windy. My umbrella turned inside out. My hair is messy.
That's it. When you speak like this, learning becomes fun and natural. You don't just memorize, you live the language.
Exactly. And that's what makes English come alive. Using emotion, using real reactions. The more you act it out, the more it becomes a part of you.
Yes. And speaking of that, weather is full of beautiful expressions and idioms that English speakers use all the time. They don't just talk about rain or sunshine. They also use weather to describe feelings.
That's true. So in the next part, we'll learn some of those idioms. Fun and useful phrases that make your English sound more natural and expressive.
Yes, friends, get ready, because the next part is one of my favorites.
Mine too. Let's dive into some weather idioms in the next section.
All right, let's go. All right, friends, let's add something special to our lesson today. We've talked about sunny days, rainy days, windy days, But now, let's look at how weather connects to feelings and emotions in English.
That's right. In English, people often use idioms, short phrases that don't mean exactly what the words say, but they carry a deeper meaning.
Exactly. Let's start with one of the most common weather idioms, under the weather.
Oh, yes, that one's interesting. If someone says, I'm under the weather, it doesn't mean they're standing under the sky. It actually means they're feeling a bit sick or not feeling well.
Yes, exactly. So if you wake up and your body feels tired or your head hurts a little, you can say, I'm under the weather today. It sounds polite and natural.
That's true. So, friends, let's say it together. I'm under the weather today. Good. One more time. I'm under the weather today. Perfect.
That's great. Now, let's learn another one. Every cloud has a silver lining. This one is beautiful because it carries hope.
That's right. It means that even when something bad happens, there's always something good hidden inside, like light shining behind a dark cloud.
Exactly. For example, imagine it rains on the day of your picnic. You might be disappointed at first, but maybe that rain gives you a chance to stay inside and have deep conversations with your friends.
Or maybe you discover a new cafe while waiting for the rain to stop. That's the silver lining, the good part in a bad situation.
Beautifully said, David. Let's repeat together, friends. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Good. One more time. Every cloud has a silver lining.
Excellent.
You know, I really love this idiom because it reminds us to stay positive. No matter how dark the storm seems, there's always something bright behind it.
Yes, and that's true in both weather and in life. Sometimes the rain comes, but it helps things grow. Without rain, we wouldn't have flowers or fresh air.
That's so true. So, friends, remember, English isn't just about words and grammar. It's also about ideas, feelings, and wisdom from everyday life.
Exactly. And that's what makes learning English so beautiful. It teaches us not just how to talk, but also how to see the world differently.
So, Emily, let me ask, what's your favorite kind of weather?
I think I love spring. The air feels fresh, flowers bloom, and everything seems alive again. It's like the world is waking up.
That's lovely. For me, I'd say autumn. The air is cool, the leaves are colorful, and the world feels calm and peaceful.
That's beautiful. Friends, what about you? What's your favorite kind of weather? You can comment below. And finish the sentence, my favorite weather is...
Yes, don't be shy. Every comment you write is practice. Every word you say brings you closer to confidence.
Absolutely. And remember, it's okay to make mistakes. They're a part of learning. What matters most is your courage to speak.
Perfectly said. All right, friends, let's move to our final part, the review and encouragement before we close today's episode.
Great idea, David. Let's wrap it all up together. All right, friends, before we say goodbye, let's take a moment to review what we've learned today. We've talked about sunny days, rainy days, cool days, and even unpredictable weather.
Yes, and we practiced so many useful phrases. Let's say some of them together, just one more time. It's sunny. It's raining hard. I'm soaking wet. The sky is bright blue. The weather is unpredictable.
Perfect. And we also learned some beautiful idioms, like I'm under the weather and every cloud has a silver lining. Those aren't just phrases, they're little pieces of wisdom that remind us to stay hopeful even on cloudy days.
That's right. And friends, if you only remember one new phrase from today's lesson, that's already progress. Every single step you take in English counts.
Exactly. Don't worry about being perfect. Perfection is not the goal. Confidence, joy, and practice, those are what truly matter.
Yes. Every time you speak, even if it's just a few words, you grow a little more confident. And confidence, my friends, is more powerful than perfection.
Beautifully said, David. So, friends, keep going. Talk about today's weather with a friend, or even to yourself. Ask simple questions like, how's the weather? Or what's it like outside? These small moments of practice make a big difference over time.
Exactly. And remember, English isn't just a subject you learn, it's something you live. Every word you say, every sentence you try, brings you closer to fluency.
That's right. So keep smiling, keep learning, and most importantly, keep speaking. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just enjoy the process.
And of course, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to English Every Day so you never miss a chance to learn and grow with us.
Yes, we're so proud of you, friends. You showed up, you listened, you practiced, and that means you're improving.
Exactly. And before we close, I want to leave you with one last thought. Just like the weather changes every day, your English will too. Some days it might feel cloudy, other days sunny. But no matter what, keep going. Your words will shine brighter with every try.
That's beautiful, David. Friends, may the weather in your heart always be sunny, warm, and full of hope.
Yes. Until next time, stay positive, stay curious, and keep practicing every single day.
This is Emily and David from English Every Day, wishing you a wonderful day ahead. See you in the next episode.
Bye, friends.